Hello, I'm Megha Joshi and welcome to this short screencast about building second screen applications for Google TV. We'll cover what are the second screen apps, how they work with Google TV, and how to implement them. So what are second screen apps? Second screen applications involve interactivity between smartphones, tablets, or other devices and Google TV. A second screen application runs on a remote device like a smartphone or a tablet. It could be a controller for a Google TV application, or it could add more functionality to a Google TV application. Most users who own a laptop, tablet, or smartphone use their device while watching TV. So there is a huge opportunity in the market for second screen apps. I will give you a few examples of some second screen apps for Google TV. The YouTube Remote app lets you browse YouTube videos on your TV using your phone or tablet. It also gives more information about the video you are watching. The Google TV Remote app is like a full-fledged controller for your TV on your phone. The source code of this application is open sourced, so you can tweak it to add your own custom features. For example, the developer of Able Remote took the open source Google TV Remote app and added a few more interesting features like favorite channels. The Peel Smart Remote app, it's a TV and movie discovery app. It lets you browse TV shows, get more information about the content you are watching, and also share it with your friends on social media. MoveAll, they have a few applications including the poker fun game. You can play poker with your friends in your living room. It gives your personal experience on your handheld device, and on TV you have the shared experience, which is the poker table. So how does a remote app communicate with Google TV? One of the options is to use the Anymote protocol. Communication between the remote device and Google TV is established using a three-step process. Step 1 is to discover Google TVs on the local network. How is this done? Google TV sends MDNS broadcasts on the local network, announcing information such as its IP address and the port number of the Anymote service. So, to discover Google TV devices on the local network, the remote application follows these steps. Step 1 is to probe the local network with MDNS, then parse the responses it receives looking for the string _anymote._TCP, extract the device name, IP address, and port number from the MDNS response. Display the list of all available devices to the user and let the user select a device that he wants to connect to. Once the user selects a device, the next step is to authenticate to that Google TV device. Authentication is done using the pairing service and the pairing protocol. The pairing service uses a challenge response authentication, that is, it displays a secret code. The user enters this code in your app sends back this code to Google TV, pairing service verifies this code, and if everything looks okay, it sends back security certificates to your app. Now your app can use these certificates to communicate with Anymote service running on Google TV. The next step is to send events from your app to Google TV using the Anymote protocol. The Anymote protocol can send many types of input events from your app like the key events, mouse events, etc. It can also be used to fling intents to Google TV. For example, you could send an intent to launch a video in the YouTube app, or to launch your application, or to view a web page. Now let's go through a short tutorial on how to implement second screen apps. I'll be using the Anymote library because it makes it easier to implement second screen apps. To download the library, visit the Google TV developers site, click Samples, then Browse Code, and on the Google TV Android Samples site, click Checkout and follow the instructions on the page. Now I have a blackjack app for Google TV. It's a simple single player version. I use the key H on the keyboard to indicate hit and S for stand. I want a really simple blackjack remote app on my phone to send hit or stand to my Google TV blackjack app. Let's get started. I have downloaded the Android SDK. The next step is to download the Anymote library. Then I will import it into Eclipse. Now I'll create a new Android project for my blackjack remote app. Now I will add the reference to the Anymote library. Copy all the declarations from the library into the Android manifest of my app. Now I'll implement the client listener interface from the library into the main activity of my app. Now let's create UI for the app. The UI consists of 3 buttons: hit, stand, and start a new game. Let's declare all the UI elements. Now we will bind to the Anymote client service. The Anymote client service handles communication with Google TV. In the on-service connected callback, we will pass an implementation of client listener to the attach client listener method of Anymote client service. I'll add an intent to launch the blackjack app in the on-connected callback. So the blackjack app will be launched on Google TV as soon as a connection is established. Next we will set up the on-click listeners for the hit, stand and new game buttons. The on-click listeners will be set up to send key events through the Anymote sender. For the hit button, we'll send key event H. For the stand, we'll send key event S, and so on. Let us see a quick demo of the app. My network here blocks MDNS broadcast, so I'll enter the IP address of Google TV manually. The pairing code is shown on Google TV. I'll enter this in my phone, and once the connection is established, I can use my phone as a controller for playing blackjack on Google TV.